Right, now we're on the road again, let's find Charlie. If you spent some more time in the previous town and talked to some of the villagers, you'd find out that they were heading into the direction of a town called Graves Peak. So we may have to go over a few hills in order to get there. But while we're traveling, we can find a few surprises that... Wait, what's that? This groovy little fella is Unifo, the Techno Pokemon. Its origins are unknown, but it's rumored to be the creation of an advanced civilization, designed for the sole purpose of gathering information from other worlds. If it wasn't obvious by its design, it's capable of manipulating sound. It's able to replicate any kind of sound or music it hears, and will often replay them while dancing around in the air to its own amusement. And or to its trainer's own annoyance. These guys implement that ability through their new signature move, Remix, a steel-type move that will copy the additional effects of the previous move used. For instance, if the previous move used was Flame Charge, then it would gain a speed boost after using Remix. Next up we have Revolution Dwebble, the Clayin Pokemon. Due to the much softer grounds of the region, Dwebble could no longer make their shells out of stone, and instead used mud. This allowed them to create shells which were almost indistinguishable from pots. In fact, a lot of ill-doers back in the day often used these Pokemon to create fake pottery. Needless to say, Sinistee don't really like these guys very much. Lastly, if you're in for a bit more of a challenge, we have Scarleo, the Wildcat Pokemon. If he looks familiar to you, that's because he is the evolved form of Lion, evolving at level 32. Scarleo is a proper name for this guy, since all that lying about has been replaced with instinct and pure aggression. It prowls around its territory, making sure that nothing comes in or out alive. Because of this though, they are pretty talented guard Pokemon. Farms, which these big guys call home, wouldn't dare be touched so long as they stalk the fields. Make sure to add any of these new guys to your team if you're interested. Other newbies you can find around these parts are right here, and here are all the oldies that you can find, including that guy! I'd recommend adjusting your team if I were you, because I have a feeling that a lot of stuff's going down once we reach Tomb's Peak. As the sun falls, Graves Peak rises. That's an old saying around here and how the town got its name. Though it seems grim, it's actually a really lovely place. Though not many people prefer to come here due to the well-known Trainer's Graves Peak, home of the Trainer's Memorial. Come and visit some of the greatest Pokemon trainers in history. Past champions, Elite Four members, heroes. Honor their legacy and be inspired to be just like them. And if you ever want to know more, or find out about your own heritage, visit us at tombkeepers.com. Tomb Keepers, we'll keep you safe. Yeah, this place is basically Lavender Town, but for Pokemon trainers. You can see now why not many people like to visit this place. Revolu is a region built on looking forward instead of looking back. Though acknowledging the past and those who have succeeded before us wouldn't hurt. As always, wild Pokemon can be found for those who care to look. In terms of the oldies, mostly Ghost and Dark-type Pokemon. And as for the new guys, well, I can't reveal too many just yet. However, Grimmin and, for the first time, Paling can be found stalking the areas at night, as well as one new fella that I can introduce. This is Scalpion, the X-ray Pokemon. Its bone-like exoskeleton is bioluminescent, allowing this Pokemon to see in the dark with relative ease. It mostly hunts bug-type Pokemon, using the glowing orb on the end of its tail to lure them in, before going in for the kill. If you like ghost types, I think this guy will serve you pretty well. However, ghosts aren't the only creatures around here. Look who it is. sorry, Dad. I'm trying. I really am. But I just... No, I promised you. But... Player? What are you doing here? Nothing. I was just visiting someone. I take it you probably want to battle? Oh, me? I'm fine. It's just... Well, I haven't really been doing that well with my gym battles lately, and I just thought I'd come visit my dad, since it's been a while. My old one. Not to be confused with my current father, my stepfather, who's also a member of the Elite Four. My mother was always a little obsessed with the big leagues. Anyway, just thought I'd visit him for a bit. It's not nice to talk about, but I'm not going to deny history by ignoring it. You see, my father used to be the league champion before your sister. It wasn't for very long, but, well, he inspired me. I mean, he's the main reason why I love Pokemon so much. Even after he lost and was dethroned, he still kept traveling around the region, helping out wherever he could. But he always made sure to have some time to spend with me. I remember during certain weekends we would visit the beach and just walk by the ocean shore. But then, one day he got sick, and, well, the last time I spoke to him, he asked me something. He told me to promise him that I would become a good Pokemon trainer just like him. And, well, that was the last time I ever spoke to him. What I'd give just to speak to him one more time. Spend one more day by the beach with him. But I can't. There's only one thing I can do now. A promise is a promise, and I'm keeping it. I'll admit, I'm not the best at Pokemon battles, and all the criticism I've received is right, but I'm not about to give up now. Not ever. No matter how much I hurt myself, it'll be worth it in the end. Come on, player! Don't worry, Dad. I won't let you down. Go! Rin Rin! No, I mean, this isn't over yet. Go! Koalma! I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Go! Carablast! No, I'm sorry. No. I promised him. Promised. I promised. Go, starter! Why? Why? No. But my... Why, Dad? I don't like Pokemon battling. Why'd you have to give me a promise I couldn't keep? No. No, I can keep it, I swear. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, got a little emotional. Bad memories, that's all. Sorry if I hurt your Pokemon, and for dragging you into this. I'm just gonna go to the Pokemon Center now and heal. I'll beat you one of these days, I promise you. Promise. Ugh! What are you doing still following me, you worthless little runt? Ow, ow! Get your stupid burning claws off of me! Didn't you hear me? You've already had enough chances. So go, roam free, into the wild, be someone else's problem. Why they bothered making you disgusting Alcemon, I'll never know. You're all disappointments. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't just treat a Pokemon like that. First off, I'm the man in charge. I can treat Pokemon however I like. Second off, this is an Alcemon, not a Pokemon. And third, I have the right to, since this fella is useless. He can't do jack in battle, and he always ends up hurting himself for no reason. Honestly, what was Nicholas even thinking when making these stupid things? They can't even battle, even if their life depended on it. Not every Pokemon is good for battle, and you can't just mistreat them just because they're not living up to your standard. They're your responsibility. It doesn't matter what these things are, Pokemon, Alcemon, to a trainer, they are your soul, and if you're going to treat your soul like this, you should be ashamed of yourself. You don't even deserve the right to be a trainer. Oh, don't I? You know, I was just gonna throw this piece of garbage into the wild and have that be the end of it. But, since you're so persistent, I think I'll gladly teach you two punks a lesson. Starting with you, mute mouth. Let's battle! Don't deserve to be a trainer, huh? Well, I'll show you. Go! Scalpion! Ugh, stupid insect! Whatever. That was only a warm-up. Go, Lampent! Ah, idiots! I'm surrounded by idiots! You know what? This is your last chance. You screw this up, and it's on you. Go! Sylvester! Introducing Project Firebug, Sylvester. This Pokemon was designed for combat in mind, combining Cypher's power with Larvesta's fiery abilities. As usual, however, the melding between DNA has led to a few problems. It's nowhere near as strong as Scyther, loses its ability to fly, and its superheated size, although they can cut through metal, are often seen hurting this Pokemon, or even melting altogether, causing the creature immense pain. Ugh. Why am I not surprised? Ah, useless, useless, useless thing! You poor excuse of a Pokemon! You're not even worth livestock! Poor Pokemon for a poor trainer. With the way you act, I'm surprised you even got a license. You don't even deserve that Alcemon that you have. Ugh. You know what? Fine! If you don't think I should have it, then you have it! I'm out of this dump! Oh, don't you start this with me again. You already had plenty of chances. A mistake like you shouldn't have been invented, so get lost! Oh my goodness. Are you alright? You took a nasty hit. Well, it's okay, it's just a black eye. You'll be alright. You poor thing. You didn't deserve to have a trainer like that. Come on, let's get you checked. Shh. Yeah, I know. You probably don't trust me after that. But don't worry, I'm not going to be like him. He didn't deserve you. Besides, if you don't trust being in the Pokemon Center, I can take care of that eye myself. Here. There you go. Does that feel better? Yeah. There you go. Come on, let's get you sorted. You'll be okay now. I'm sorry, player, but I better tend to this. It's a bit more important than any gym battles, so you may not see me around for a while. In the meantime, though, if you are struggling on what gyms to try out next, perhaps the ones in Ginger Hill. Might take you a while to get there on foot, but if you take the Detra way, it shouldn't be too far. Anyway, I'm gonna go and help Sylvester now. I'll see you around. Well, that was quite an emotional roller coaster, wasn't it? I do hope Charlie and that Alchemon will be okay. But now that we've checked on them, I think it's best that we give them some space and move on to our next gym battle. As for what this Ginger Hill may hold, we'll just have to wait next time as our journey through Revolu continues.